Hello and welcome to Matt's Rocks. Today I'm going to do this Brazilian agate. Let me get it wet. Should have done that already. I don't think it would have made much difference because it's not staying wet. I cut this on the oil saw and I don't think I got all the oil off of it. And I'm just going to round off the edges on the outside edges and take all the little pits and stuff out. Most all of the pits and stuff out. I don't know if I'll take all of them, but if there's any that are interesting, I'll leave them on there. And I've got a few fractures in it. Fracture coming across this way, and a small fracture coming in here, and two small fractures coming in here. This one up here, but this one will probably get ground off anyway. So we'll get started and we'll go from there. Oh yeah. Just to set the camera. There we go. This will probably be a sample too, by the way. I'm not going to make a cab out of it. It's just way too big for that. And cutting it up, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense either. I am going to try to leave it flat faced though, which means I won't work on these two wheels on this surface. I'll try to get all the spall marks or kerf marks from the saw. Spall marks are where it fractures from too much heat. I'll try to get those off of it with that. If I can't get them off of that, I might drop back one. But it's hard to do if you can't get it rounded on the edges and the ends, so that you can do this. Because if I try to keep it flat, if I get too close or get too much, just a little bit of pressure too much on this either side of this wheel, it's going to leave a gouge, and they'll be hard to get out. So I'm going to try not to leave any. That's enough on that wheel. It's got enough. I got enough off of there. It still left a lot of pits on the outside edge, but they've all got that druzy in them. It's not a real shiny druzy because it's got limonite staining in it, but it's still druzy, and it's a little more of a representation of what it looked like before I started working it. What it looked like on the outside when it was still brand new, let's say. All in one piece. I'm hoping that chip doesn't come out though. The fracture looks healed. There's a chip that comes across underneath there that only comes down in so far. But this looks like a flake more than anything. It doesn't look like it's goes that deep underneath. You can see the stuff underneath at the bottom of it. This white line is underneath at the bottom edge of the fracture. And it's chipping out right here. But that fracture is not healed. And that's part of the same fracture. This is the fracture coming from this chip here, not this fracture. This fracture's healed because I don't see any lines on it. Well, I do take that back. I see a line on this side. But that may be because it's darker on the top of that layer underneath the fracture than it is underneath, because you can see there's a layer of lighter or lighter yellow above, and then below it's darker on the underside. Okay, I'm going to switch to 280 grit and see what I can do with it now. Work my miracles without using the flat lap. Well, I shouldn't call them miracles. It might be a little pity. So if you can see all these little platelets, or I don't know what you call them, botryoidals or whatever, inclusions. You can see this little cloud of little stuff. There's little pits all the way across. Usually they follow the water line. But like in this one here, that's got all kinds of those little dots in it, and it's got all kinds of little pits. They seem to be getting shallower anyway. So they are coming off. These ones here might not. That's where there's another little fracture there. That was the fracture I was talking about that might come out. I hope not, but it's got pits on this side of the fracture. Pits right there, and it's got a scratch right there. How did I miss that? Actually, that scratch was probably from something breaking out of those fractures. but I also had a little bit of scratches on the edge where it drops over. Still got some there too. Okay, I'm ready for the next wheel. And a dry towel. There we go. Okay, readjust the camera. There we go, that was easy. It's the easiest I think I've done that in a while. You usually have to turn it a little, zoom it out, zoom it in, turn it back a little. Found out where I hit the machine earlier. And I found out that I hadn't run this stone over that spot since then. It still had the metal on it. Okay, we're ready to go to 12,000 or 1,200 now. still there. I'm sure it's from a fracture. Yeah, or from the fracture. There's a little chip out right there at that top corner of this little fracture. Right up there where it meets the yellower stone. And that scratch comes straight down from it. Let me drop back a step. Take it off with this one real quick. That way if it fractures again, it'll go down instead of coming back the way it is. Or if it chips off again, I should say, not fractures again. Must have been fairly deep. Well, it's getting closer. Good outside edge of the wheel. Because it's got more grit on the outside edge. Working too far below it. It's bad when you can't see it. Okay, last wheel. Okay, that's that one done. And there's the other side, and I still got water on my fingers. I didn't dry it all the way off. I only dried off that one side. Okay, here's the other side. You can see all the pits and everything in there. And that's from those cloudy little platelets that are all over the place in there. And there's the other side. But anyway, that's that one. So thanks for watching. That's the end of this video. Shut off. Shut up. Okay, that's the end of this video. Now I'll have 2 to edit for Tuesday and Friday, or Wednesday and Friday. And I'll have to do some more tomorrow probably. I'll edit these tomorrow and then work on some more agates or something. Anyway. But thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Leave any tips, tricks, or advice, or complaints about what you like, what you don't like. I'd like to find out. I'm trying to find out what I can get more subscribers with. The longer videos, the shorter videos, the ones where I shut my face. Because sometimes I ramble on. I don't leave it all in there, but sometimes I'll leave some of it in there. And but anyway, you guys keep watching. Stay tuned for the next one. Be Wednesday, and then if the Wednesday, Fridays, and Sundays is the days I put them out. So see you on the next one. Have a good day.